What's up everybody, Kinetic here, and welcome back to Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. So it is time to take a look at another Torment 10 Rift farming build. This time it is for the Witch Doctor, and I'm very pleased to bring you another Amazing Minion Master build. Amazing Minion Master build is just what I call it. It's something that I've been doing since Reaper of Souls for Witch Doctor, when I first started to play Witch Doctor, and I go out of my way to try and make a pet build, even if it means sacrificing some damage, because to me, a pet build, it really is what it makes the Witch Doctor so much fun and so special, because nobody else can do it quite like the Witch Doctor can. They can have so many pets, and it's nuts. It's the closest thing we'll ever get, I guess, to a Necromancer, which I really miss from Diablo 2, but it's actually quite fun, and I'm really happy with this build because not only is it able to have so many different pets, but it's also very viable in farming Torment 10 rifts. It could even do some greater rifts, maybe not pushing leaderboards or anything like that, but I could definitely see myself, for example, leveling legendary gems or something like that with this build with relative ease. It's a lot of fun, so I hope that you guys enjoy this guide for my Amazing Minion Master build. Let's take a look at the armor, weapons, and accessories. We are using the Helltooth set, which has been redesigned here in patch 2.3 for the Witch Doctor. It's got new set bonuses, and it's pretty interesting stuff. Actually, I really like the way that they've put together this set, because they've listed, maybe as you can see already, like so many different skills that can be activators for debuffs and for buffs for ourselves and stuff like that. I would really like to see them try and do this with maybe Crusader or other classes, whatever. Let's go over the sets. Two-piece bonus. There's like a laundry list of things here, but essentially almost everything that I have on my action bar, except for my primary, the Corpse Spiders, is an activator here to afflict enemies with a debuff called Necrosis. And Necrosis enemies are slowed. They take 1500% weapon damage every second, and taking 20% increased damage from all sources for 10 seconds, which is a pretty awesome two-piece bonus. Four-piece, after applying Necrosis to an enemy, you take 50% reduced damage for 10 seconds. This is really important because a lot of the way that people are putting together the Helltooth set is it's like a melee build. It's very up close and personal with a lot of enemies, so we really need that reduced damage. Again, that's another thing that's really amazing about the redesigned Helltooth, is there are so many ways to build from the Helltooth set. There's chicken builds, there's grift builds, there's regular rifts, and it's just nuts. Six-piece, after casting Wall of Death, gain 900% increased damage for 15 seconds to your primary skills, and then here's another list of skills including, for example, Acid Cloud, Fire Bats, Zombie Charger, Dogs, Gargantuan, Grasp of the Dead, Piranhas, and Wall of Death itself. So we also have a redesigned Scrimshaw now, which is really powerful stuff. It rolls with up to 80% additional Zombie Charger damage, which is pretty insane. It also comes with a legendary power, reduces the mana cost of Zombie Charger up to 50%. This is kind of like the new Yang's Recurve for multi-shot, except for Zombie Charger. And the thing about it is that you can't put this in a Kanai Cube because that primary Zombie Charger damage isn't going to carry over, so you will always see, if they're using Scrimshaw at all, then they're using it as their main weapon. And as you can see from this, the stats aren't great. This is the first and only one that I found up to this point. It's actually kind of bad, but it works. It gets the job done. I've also got a Thing of the Deep, and even though this doesn't have any particular fantastic legendary power, what it does come with is up to 150 additional maximum mana. This is really important because, again, back to the Scrimshaw, we are casting a lot of Zombie Charger, for example. This is a big mana dump skill for us, and so that additional up to 150 mana is quite crucial. We're using, as always, it feels like now, Focus and Restraint for our rings. Here's some new bracers. We have the Jerem's Bracers. Wall of Death deals up to 100% increased damage and can be cast up to 3 times within 2 seconds before the cooldown begins. This is really powerful bracers, and probably essential, I would say, to the Helltooth set, because just casting one wall is not nearly enough. I mean, not just from a location standpoint, but damage as well, because as you put these walls, whether it's a ring or whether it's a straight wall formation, the damage actually stacks on top of themselves. And with the particular rune that we're using, you'll see that because of that, we're getting a lot of damage out of that. Let's see. Oh, I finally found a Belt of Transcendence. This is something that's been eluding me for a long time. Summon a Fetish Sycophant when you hit with a mana spender. Not a chance like the passive that we have, but an actual you spend, you get kind of scenario, which makes it really, really powerful. You'll have a huge army of fetishes and pets, essentially, because of that in a very short amount of time. So yeah, this is a 6-piece set. There's no royal ring to activate all the bonuses. And for my amulet, I'm just using a kaleidoscope for 2 reasons. One, I hate poison damage. It sucks, especially when you are a very melee style kind of build for whatever class. Poison just sucks. And also this happens to have some pretty good stats of a primary critical hit damage increase and chance increase also. So, let's go over the Kanai Cube. We're using Furnace in the Kanai Cube, which is pretty normal now. We're using Grin Reaper. Grin Reaper, way before I got a Jerem's Mask, easily was my favorite Witch Doctor Mask, because what it does is chance when attacking to summon horrific mimics that cast some of your equipped skills. This is kind of like what Mirror Image is for wizards, but it just activates automatically. It's not an actual skill that you use, and that when you cast a spell, maybe it's Zombie Charger, or maybe it's Piranhado, then these 2 skeleton guys, and you yourself become a skeleton, which is badass, will then copy your skills. They'll pick from whatever you have, and they'll go, okay, let's throw out a primary, or let's throw another Wall of Death, or a Piranhado, or something like that. The Piranhado is really where it's at, because Piranhado is such a huge part when it's part of a build in creating control and damage and so many different effects. That's going to help us overlap the enemies and kind of like concentrate them into where our Wall of Death is to take even more damage, and is just a great CC tool. So when you've got the mask automatically casting that for you all over the place, it's just incredible. Convention of Elements is a really nice ring, and for this build especially because of we have a variety of elements that we are using for all of our skills. So pretty much almost, I want to say, actually let's just take a look at it. Poison, fire, physical, and that's it. Okay, so we've got 3 out of the 4. We don't have cold damage, but we have 3 out of the 4 elements that our ring is passing through, which means that almost all the time you're getting a nice bonus to something that you are casting, and this is a very busy build. You're going to be casting a lot almost all the time. So, yeah, having said that, let's go over the skills and the passives now. We are using Corpse Spiders and Blazing Spiders, and the reason for this is, again, because we're casting Zombie Charger so much, it's going to drain you more than likely out of your mana very, very quickly. Some people say that this isn't necessary, and I'm gonna leave it up to you. If you feel like you don't want to struggle, or maybe you are struggling with having enough mana to cast Zombie Charger, then go with Corpse Spiders and Blazing Spiders. This is going to give you back a lot of mana very, very quickly. This is the Zombie Bears rune. The Zombie Bears will deal 520% weapon damage as poison to enemies in the area. And the fantastic thing about the Zombie Charger is the way that it's very powerful, like, up front. There's another rune where I can't remember actually what it's called now. There's the Lumbering Cold, where bears crawl out of the ground in all directions and deal cold damage like that, but this feels more powerful. I'm not entirely sure what the mathematics are, but I believe that for the most part, and maybe it depends on your playstyle, the Zombie Charger is just simply very, very powerful stuff. Wall of Death with the Fire Rune is, of course, a key skill because of the set that we're using. This, again, thanks to our bracers, can be cast up to 3 times within a 2-second window. You can't click it really fast in order to get 3 walls. You actually have to kind of wait. You might have noticed there's a very short kind of cooldown there while you wait to cast the next wall. But it's very powerful stuff and will help you to spread fire and necrosis all over the place, and again, casting multiple 2 or 3 on top of each other will actually stack that damage, which is really, really nice. Piranhado, again, like I just said about the mimics, this is fantastic because we don't have to cast it ourselves a lot of the time. Our mimics will be doing it for us. Even without the mimic mask though, Piranhado is fantastic for any Witch Doctor build. And here come more pets. I've been kind of going back and forth testing between the lifelink and the leeching beasts. Leeching beasts gives us additional healing, survivability in general. For every attack, we get 100% of our life on hit from those dogs. If we go to our Paragon points, I usually make sure, because of that, to have my life on hit maxed out in the Paragon points there. But yeah, I think either way, you can probably do no wrong, I want to say, whether it's life link or leeching beasts. The point is we're trying to make sure that we're getting more pets, we're getting more damage from our pets, of course, and it also helps out our survivability quite a lot, actually, for multiple reasons, actually. Not just the fact that it heals you or it absorbs damage, but the dogs themselves and your pets in general, which is, again, why I like making these pet builds, serve as a very big distraction to the enemy. Without your dogs, without some kind of other even follower or whatever, then all that aggro goes to you, basically, right? So the more that we have surrounding us, the more pets and things that we have, the less attention we're getting. All the aggro tends to end up on our pets for the most part. Gargantuan with Wrathful Protector. This is a fire rune. Summon a powerful Gargantuan zombie to fight for you for 15 seconds. The Gargantuan's fists burn with fire, dealing 575% of your weapon damage as fire and knocking enemies into the air, which is quite powerful stuff. Into the passives now. Grave Injustice, gain 1% of your maximum life, mana, and reduce the cooldown of all of your skills by 1 second when an enemy dies within 20 yards. Again, because we're using Zombie Charger and just the gameplay as a whole, we're up close with enemies, so this is going to help us out a lot in healing, regenerating mana, and also bringing our cooldowns down even faster, especially for Gargantuan and Wrathful Protector. This is a really powerful skill, thanks to the Grave Injustice. By the time the Gargantuan gets done with his 15-second run, he's probably already off of cooldown already, and you can cast him again. He's up nearly, I want to say, 100% of the time, which is really, really fantastic. Pierce the Veil. All of your damage is increased by 20%, but your mana costs are increased by 30%. Sometimes I've tried to incorporate Pierce the Veil into builds, and it simply doesn't work because of that 30% increase. Tends to be way too much, but thanks to the reworkings of the Scrimshaw and the reduced cost of Zombie Charger, we're able to easily afford, especially because of things like our primary and Grave Injustice or whatever, we're able to afford that extra cost without draining our mana pool dry before we're able to kill our enemies. It's simply a really good passive for increasing your damage in this case. Swampland Attunement. You and your pets gain 120% physical, poison, fire, cold resistance for every enemy within 20 yards. This, again, is actually kind of part of our gameplay with the type of skills that we're using, with Grave Injustice. We want to, and this is often the case for many builds, we want to try and like go around the map and collect as many enemies as we can, especially big open areas, into coming after us. And getting surrounded by all these enemies simply means they're increasing our survivability loads. Next up we have Confidence Ritual. Here's another one. You deal 25% additional enemies within 20 yards.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Thanks for watching this video on my Amazing Minion Master build here for Witch Doctors in patch 2.3. Again, this is for Torment 10 Rift farming. You can probably use it, I think. I have been already using it to farm greater rifts, actually, to level my legendary gems. And yeah, it's simply a build that's meant to be fun to play, to have lots of pets. If you're me and you play Witch Doctor because you like a lot of pets, then I really think that you'll like this build. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know if you think there's some room for improvement down in the comment section. Click the like button to support these Diablo 3 videos here on the channel, and make sure you subscribe. I got more class build videos on the way soon. Thanks again for watching. My name is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time. You know, with your tongue sticking out like that, you kind of look like a little bit zombie-ish. You know that, right? Little zombie dog.